Hello everyone, and welcome today to the Proving Grounds. We've let Playboy magazine come in to take some nice photos of some of the monster goals in the dungeon. So today we're going to talk about Senran Kagura Reflections for the Switch, but also on the PC. So let's get into it. If you're not familiar with this series, most of the entries are hack and slash beat 'em up esque type games that have been mostly on the DS, on the PS4, the Vita, and a few on the Switch. And then a number of entries are also on PC. But it does have a number of spin offs, and this is one of those spin offs, which start out as a simple $10 game, $9.99 that had one Kyoto, evolved into having 5 Kyotos and lots of very expensive DLC if you want all of it. Now, I think one of the first things you need to really keep in mind in this game, like I said, the base game, which initially just had the main Kyoto, was $9.99, and for $10, the game I think was a nice simple thing. But with all the DLC, the 4 additional Kyotos and everything, and a few different options of buying that stuff, it comes a little bit difficult on what to recommend. Because, like, the limited one physical version, which is what I have, has all the DLC for $49.99. And, of course, that price is completely different on eBay. We'll get on that when we talk about price points of that. There are bundles on the Steam. There is a bundle that's named exactly after the limited one, Heart's Desire bundle. But it doesn't actually tell me whether it has all the DLC or not, so I'm not quite sure. There is a $29.99 bundle that has all 5 Kyotos that you can look at, though. So there are a few different options depending on that, and we'll get more into that, but let's get into the game. So this is the Switch version. Like I said, it's on PC as well, though, but this game's design was to keep in mind with the Joy-Con wumbles. Supposedly, the wumble could emulate the feel of a woman's boob. Though I greatly disagree, though. But I will give this game some nice criticism on using the wumble, because most Switch games that I've ever tried the wumble on are like bzzz. It sounds like some game show stupid buzzard or something. There's actually a very soft, gentle pulse to the wumble with this game, so I'll give it some props on how it uses the wumble, but it's solely not realistic as like the game went to advertise. So I think maybe that was a little bit too marketing. Now, similar to other games, you can dress up the goals, you can set them up in poses and things for pictures and stuff. But the base of the game is you'll pick one of the 5 goals if you have any of the versions or bought additional Kyotos. If not, you'll start with the main Kyoto. That either way, you'll pick your Kyoto and you'll start the game. Now, what the story is basically the goal called you to the classroom to try and confess to you. But she's having a hard time understanding her feelings or being able to express them. So you play these mini games. So you got standard reflection, which you're holding your chosen Kyoto's hands. You can't actually poke their face, but basically you'll pick one of their fingers or the palm or thumb or that, and you'll rub and try to activate these dreams. In these dreams, you'll activate a scenario that could be like, say, you're both students, or like you're a teacher and they're a student, or you're both spies, or like just weird scenarios. Your boyfriend, girlfriend, married couple. Could be lots of weird things. Like there's one where one of them's a succubus. So it could be different things. But sometimes you'll have to rub around the hand a few times, because whatever spot won't always activate a dream. It kind of changes location. So, but once you get a dream activated, you'll play out a little bit of that scenario. Then you'll activate a massage mode. Now, the massage mode, if you've ever interactive with the Kyotos in like pretty much any other game, it's a lot like those, where you can spin them around, you can shoot water at them, you can slap them, interact with their arms, the boobs, butts, pat their heads, things like that, slap around that, Now, there's a color indication depending on how you interact with them, and each color is a different kind of emotional state. And ending the scenario, all the dreams, with a specific color gives you a different ending. So essentially, what you want to do is you want to you want to play through with the color and get a different color each time. Now, the location of that, like say, like slapping her leg here, that I'm doing, will make purple. Grabbing her arm creates green or that, and that will change in each dream, so it won't be the same. So sometimes you'll have to look for where it is. Like I remember one time, there was orange. It was like on the back neck, or like the elbow was the one color I was trying to look for. So you can find weird little. Some of them can be a little hidden a wee bit, but it's not really hard. Plus, it's not a big deal. Like say if I accidentally get green and I want purple, you can as long as you do it more, you can change it, and you'll get like a little color representation of like hearts and stars and such in the color that you activated the most of. Once you do one that you're satisfied with, and after a certain amount of time of doing it, you'll activate the special massage, which you'll start off with only a few, but you'll eventually get all of them, which include hand massage, roller massage, brush massage, massaging with a massage, feet massage, hips, and a bust massage. And then after a while, you'll also unlock skip, which just lets you skip the massage in general, and you can just go straight to the end of the dream's ending. Now, each dream has an ending corresponding to each of the colors, along with the whole overall playthrough of that having its own ending. And then, once you get all of the endings for each color in the classroom, I guess what I'll call them is dream endings and classroom endings. The dream endings don't have a huge effect on, you're just kind of seeing the scenario play out. But the classroom endings are the main endings, and each of those unlock a picture and a little heart locket. And after you get all of those unlocked, you'll get the main ending where the goal actually confesses to you in that, and then you'll be rewarded with a big screen picture of the image that was in the heart, get a little more dialogue, and you've played out that goal. Now, you do unlock screenshots and stuff that you can actually change for the main menu, and you can change their outfits for in the classroom and in the dreams. So, like, when you start replaying the game, and at that point, when you replay the game with the same goal, you'll unlock where you can get a vision of what dream might activate. Well, it'll be the one that activates, but I mean, it'll give you a hint where you can let go if that's not a dream you want to activate, and you can also keep track of which endings you've gotten. You know, I have the red, orange, green, purple, and blue. So the game doesn't really take too long to get through with one character, especially if you're going really fast and you got the skip options. I think I got the skip options near the end of the second one or the beginning of the third one, somewhere around there. So you can get through them pretty quick once you get the skip options and that. But you can dress up the characters for classroom and dreams, so you can, like, say if you want like the dream version of them just to be in a bikini or something all the time, as opposed to the various outfits they'll normally be in different dreams. So you can save those in the secret menu that unlocks. Now, the secret menu is important to note that you have to unlock the secret menu for every character, so you have to play the character at least one time to have the secret menu options available for them, which just lock in any dress-up outfits for class and dream mode, so not a biggie of that. But that's pretty much the gist of the game. Now, let's be honest here. If you're getting this game, you're, some kind of degenerate. Yeah, well, we're men of cultures here. Yeah. Just a minute. You know what you're here for. You know what you're here for. And if you get the base game with the goal that you want, I think it's not necessarily a bad deal. in that sense. I don't think you get the option of who you want in the base game. I think you just start with the main character of the overall franchise in the base game. So if you want a Pacific Gold, then you'll likely have to spend a little bit more on top of the 10 for the base game. Like I said, for Steam, there is a $29.99 option to get all 5 characters, which isn't as bad either. Now, if you're really big into outfits, like I said, there are tons of individual outfits and shit. Like, all of it, like, if you were to get all of it, it's over, like, $100. And that's kind of where we get in the ridiculous hellhole that is this game. Is that there was just insane DLC for this game that's kind of ridiculous. I mean, it started out, like I said, literally as a very simple $10 game, which I don't think is a bad price. But when you're getting high on that, it gets more and more hard because, no pun intended, FYI. It gets more harder to recommend because there's not really much to this game. It's really just a bunch of fan service, romancy kind of scenarios with any of the particular goals that you make into a waifu material for you. And of course, you know, if you don't like any of the 5 goals, then you just kind of, especially if you hate all 5 of them, then this game's definitely not going to be for you, because if you don't like any of the characters, then you're not going to really enjoy spending any time with them at all. So, if you're looking into this for the physical option, there are 4 versions of it physical. Now, the original physical version was the base game that came with the pinball game that was on the Switch. It was the limited edition version in Japan. One of the selling points was to get a physical version of this game, but the base game only, though. Then later, there was a Korean and Chinese version that was made. I could never find out how much content existed on those. So, if you go down those routes, which do tell you physically, those are the more profitable versions that you'll likely be able to afford, because if you want the version I got, which was Limited One's version, well, you should probably be already used to this, but you're looking at an arm and a leg. It is literally $129 is the cheapest listing of it on eBay right now for the Limited One version, which has all the DLC. Yikes. And I can't recommend that at all. I'm sorry. Like, there's a lot of games where debating value of getting that high, but this is definitely not one of those games. Fun little game to mess around with, you know, haha, you boobs slap butts and such, but, you know, there's no real meat in the game. Well, most of the main entries are really fun, brawler, hack and slash combo games. This is really just, dress up and enjoy spending some fantasies with the different ladies here. That's really ultimately what you're getting here, and unless you're just some hardcore collector, you're probably better off getting the Korean or Chinese version, which float around the $50 range currently, so that's a more humane price. But again, I've never been able to lock down what content's on those versions. If you happen to know, feel free to leave a comment down below. You might save somebody some headache, because I've looked up quite a few times. I could never find anyone who had any confirmation what the hell's on them. But in the end, can I recommend this game? If you're a big fan of the series, you like at least one of the goals in the game, I think it can be worth some fun for you to get maybe the $29.99 bundle, or try to get the base game with whichever particular character you want. But getting the physical version's really hard to justify at this point if you didn't get it when it was available for Limited One themselves, because it is ridiculous on fucking eBay. Ridiculous. So, it's kind of a mixed bag. It's definitely not a normal game. It's really more of a experience. But I would imagine you're you men of culture can know whether you're interested or not. But those are my thoughts on the game. For the physical version, though, I would like to note Limited One Games did give it a nice little school-themed manual, which was actually very nice. And it has a flip reverse cover, which is the cover art that's on the Chinese version. I think it's also on the Korean version. But and it has the goal that's obsessed with bean sprouts on the normal cover of the Limited One version. I wonder if that's Doug's favorite goal, I wonder. Because, you know, Doug was the big one behind getting this available for us on physical cartridge. I mean, I literally bugged him all the time, like, all I want for Christmas is Reflections. So, but ultimately, was it worth the entire wait to ever get this game? Honestly, like I said, it's really hard to justify the higher price point, because there's not a lot here. But anyway, those are my thoughts. If you have any questions about the game, feel free to leave a comment down below or message me on Twitch, if this even goes on Twitch. I honestly don't think I'll put it on Twitch, because, let's face it, Twitch hates any fan servicey type stuff, so I don't think I'll put this on Twitch likely. Or if I do, it'll have very tame video compared to just showing normal gameplay that the YouTube version is. I'll probably have to look into whether it's banned or not. As far as I know, it's not banned. They haven't had anything on their ban list in ages. But anyway, if you got any questions, just let me know. And feel like you learned anything interesting, feel free to leave a like. And if you feel like you learned nothing at all, because, come on, it's just all fan service, I guess leave a dislike, degenerate, free. Until next time, I'll see you at the Proving Grounds. And put your damn Monster Girl manga away. You damn porvs with your mermaids and snake girls and goblin women and ogre women. Ah.